Before this past spring semester, I never really knew how it felt like to be part of a community. Sure, I've had my fair share of friends.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Been part of numerous sports teams. And tagged alongside my mom whenever we went volunteering at our local church. However, never did any of this really result in me feeling that unparalleled connectedness, positivity, and love that a community could bring to its members. But, as the story goes, that all changed when I joined Barkada this past semester. While I can go on and on about what Barkada has done for me, I think the best way to describe this community is that it turned my last name, Manalang, not just into my nickname, but more importantly, a source of pride in my Filipino heritage and my family, something that I inexplicably decided to bury all those years of growing up as Gabriel Manalang. If that doesn't speak to the power of community, I don't know what does. For those of you who know me, you know that I'm really appreciative of those who help me, and I always want to give it right back. So, because certain Barkada upperclassmen refuse to let me do so for them, I want to give back by directing my unconditional love for Barkada towards District 1 Find as community chair. I know I still have much to learn about what it means to be Filipino.
Do you know what this is? Oh, that's why you're bridging the gap, you know?
But what I do know as a Filipino is those who are part of your community are your family, meaning it's only right that we give back to the greater Boston and Filipinx community through volunteer service and other events. For example, I'll make sure that a basketball tournament happens. And I'll also organize another event to showcase your talents, a karaoke night. Patrick, do you smell that?
No. What does it smell?
I think it smells like cheese.
Huh? What does she smell?
Furthermore, we can continue to connect with Filipino restaurants such as Kuya's Cooking in Somerville, a restaurant whose message of fighting food insecurity really resonates with me. In fact, in the spirit of them giving back a portion of their earnings to the Greater Boston Food Bank, I'd love to organize groups of D1 members to sign up for volunteer shifts there. Another non-collegiate organization that I'd love to work with is Boss Filipinos, an organization who strives to promote Filipino culture by sharing local events and creating content. If we can collaborate with them by having our community service events be reposted on their Instagram account, then we can tap into the power of social media and expand our reach on the greater Boston and Filipinx community, creating invaluable connections that can direct us towards even more opportunities. Finally, one last goal of mine is to strengthen the D1 community by increasing involvement from smaller D1 schools through community service. I understand that it's very important that we continue to get representation from these smaller schools and so that they feel more integrated into the community. And so I want to find volunteer events that are close to them, not only so the commute is easier, but so that they're more likely to participate. And I'd be more than willing to be the point man in regards to communicating with them to make sure that these events happen. Overall, getting back to the bigger picture, us Filipinos help each other because we know for a fact that the person next to us won't hesitate to do the same. So, because we're fortunate enough to be in a position to extend our help to others, let's take pride in our beautiful culture once again and strive to uplift each other. Whether this is through collaborating with other Filipino restaurants or getting the involvement from other smaller D1 schools, I'd be honored to help lead this uplifting. And I can assure you that my unrelenting drive, the pride I take in my work, and the gratitude I have for the Filipino community as a whole will make sure that this becomes a reality. Thank you for your time.